What is good, everyone? Welcome to today's aftermarket trade recap. Just getting into it in the PM session. Really nothing besides one trade, I guess. It was basically just one mini contract, one micro contract, as I was kind of bored. I just wanted to make this video just so you guys could see it. It's like, again, I've always been literally honest about everything. There's no point not to be. I really haven't been paying as much attention to the charts, and that's just because lack of sleep factors and stuff. That's why I've mainly been trading PM sessions, as I've said before. Which kind of is unfortunate though, because it does seem like today that I did miss a pretty good AM, and just from hearing what other people said about just price action recently in the mornings, it seems to be pretty good. It is what it is, but it's also kind of nice because I have been able to see setups in the PM, and once I see those setups in the PM, they are very good setups that I execute on. But today was a little different. It was mainly just trading out of boredom, and again, just to also, which is not good. Trust me, I know that I don't do that often, but I did one micro, so it doesn't affect much. It just was like it wasn't a terrible setup, but you'll see why it wasn't. I wouldn't have taken this with actual sizing or anything like that. But basically, you can also tell by the shitty markups that I was on my phone. I just did the straight line things like that. Was not trying to do all the 5 minute and stuff like that. So I kind of know what all this is. But basically, we had a 3 minute inverse here. I'll mark everything out now, and I also use market replay to kind of go over things now. I realize that's something I should have been doing before. This was a 5 minute, and then this, I don't really care about that. That was 5 minute. I believe this was a 15 minute. Yep, this was a 15 minute. I don't even have setups for those lines, but yeah, that was a 15 minute. Basically, I wanted to see if we could potentially inverse this 5 minute to then target. We had a 5 minute here. I didn't mark that, or maybe that wasn't a 5 minute, but yeah, we had the 5 minute here. This was already tapped, and then just target either this or the low. But we ended up coming up a little bit more, as you can see, and then we left this 3 minute, which is then where I wanted to see an inversion of the 3 minute. This I would have actually taken regular sizing too. So basically, stop, and that's a little high. Probably stop above this wick, and then targeting the 5 minute for just a little over a 1-to-1, which is, it is what it is. I mean, again, like I said, it's more of like a conviction setup, but is it the greatest setup as in risk reward? No. But within that 3 minute candle closure, we had, because this 1 minute candle, we ran past an internal low, and then the second candle we had tapped the 5 minutes, so that's what kind of made this invalid anyways. But once we got that 3 minute close, I was like, screw it, I'll just take it on one micro. So let me switch over to micros real quick, just so you guys can see on that end. I gotta go over here. I don't know what all that is. I wasn't even. Oh, that's why I'm on the daily. Um, but yeah, let me get this over so I can just see exactly. That's the 3 minute candle, I believe. Double check it. Yeah, so once this candle closed, um, let me do market replay so you guys can see. Once this 3 minute candle closed, hit the closure, entered one with, now let me go to the 1 minute. Yeah, with stop above, oh, that's not what I want to do. Stop above this wick, or it was like not even the wick. It was like $52. I was risking $52 to make 100. I also wasn't like super confident this low. Again, this pricing is a little off. That was technically like $100, and then that was technically like $50. But yeah, I wasn't like 100%, because again, we still had to go through 5 minutes, and then the fact that we tapped into the 5 minute here and didn't inverse it showed that it wasn't probable. But again, I was like, screw it, I'll just test it out and see. and then I was in the trade for a minute, like not much. I thought there was a potential to get stopped out here. Then once we came up, wanted to see this high get taken, which we didn't, but then we took out this high, so it looked a little better. Came down, sort of, mess around at the entry, and then came down to the entry again. I was thinking just take it off at this point, like set break even here, but I was like, screw it, this trade's already been playing out for so long. Might as well. This was the original break even point. I was like, might as well just let it rise. Like, I didn't care. It's such a small amount. And then as you can see, stopped out. And yeah, again, there's not really much to go over today, as in like journaling perspective. I knew this wasn't a good setup, but the fact that I'm risking $52 and just basically messing around with one micro, I wanted to just get in and just see. But yeah, I mean, I can really just go over what made this invalid is just the fact, again, like I said earlier, that we had already inversed the 3 minute and then tapped into the 5 minute, which technically at that point would have been ATP if, say, we inversed it right here or even here, like without running so far down into the 5 minute with the 3 minute closure. Because again, the 3 minute closed once we had already tapped the 5 minutes. So that's what made it invalid. But again, it was more of a, let's see if we could possibly inverse the 5 minute and then reach towards down these lows, which again, I knew wasn't probable, but who cares? It was such a small risk. But and then again, just to even show it here, oh, let me log into, I'll just so you guys can see that I'm being honest with everything, because I don't really care about it. I mean, again, I've been pretty open, but I might as well just start kind of updating and showing the dashboard of the account. Um, so yeah, as you guys can see, the last trade taken was the one break even day, which again, that was a really good setup, and it just sucks that we got stopped at a break even, but still up like $928 on this account. Well, now it's about to be like 8 something from the $50 loss today. But yeah, it's literally only the 2 trades that I've already marked plus the one from today. So that's it for today. But as you guys can see now that again, if I'm just not recording, it's literally just because I'm not taking anything. So yeah, I do plan to actually start getting back into the AM sessions starting tomorrow, or actually today, as I've noticed the lack of sleep is really affecting me. So, and plus again, I got to get back into the AMs, and then yeah, and then hopefully that will lead to even more better PMs, as I'll actually be on earlier in the day. So yeah, that's that. And then we had CPI today, which is also why I didn't really plan on taking anything, but again, I was just like, sure, why not? So yeah, I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Peace.